Good morning, everyone. We're back with another great video, but this time we have a different task. Today, I'm in my kitchen. As you can see, a completely different setting from my craft room. Today is really important because I have a vigil at church tonight, and I'm going to be making some cake pops. That's why I bought all the ingredients that I need. So I really I can't talk. So I really need to get to working behind the scenes because I also have to give a lesson to the adolescents today, and I also have to practice that. I'll probably take you guys behind the scene into a little like day in my life on a Saturday. It doesn't always happen each Saturday. It's like every 2 weeks. But anyways, I have a lot to do. So follow me behind the scenes and we're gonna make these cake pops. I'm not sure if I already mentioned that, but I'm making cake pops. Number one of importance is the cake mix. And then second to that is the chocolate that I'm going to use to coat everything on. I bought these new like little table trays, and that way I could fit all the cake pops. They usually take one of the silver tin pans, but I feel like this one's gonna look a lot more appealing. And it's kind of looking like it has a crack, but everything should be okay. Okay, I already washed my hands. We're gonna get started with the first cake mix. Now I know some people usually swap out the ingredients, but I'm doing it exactly as the package says. So the eggs, the water. Oh, I need the oil. I was almost forgetting oil. Got it right here. It says half a cup of vegetable oil. There's corn oil, but still works. I've been using this before. Okay. Now I've never tried to substitute any of the ingredients. Like I was reading the packaging and it says you can put applesauce, like replace that for something. Never tried it, but if you guys have, let me know. Is it good? I should have gotten a bigger tray because this one's already filled up, but I have to mix everything. I'm going to try to do it slowly because I'm already going to have a mess in my kitchen, so I don't want to contribute to them. The goal is to make 100 cake pops. Maybe I could do 75. I don't know. I'll have to see, but I'm trying to get enough because our congregation is like 200-ish members. It depends every weekend how many people actually are consistent and show up. So I'm going to plug in my machine. I already cleaned off the inside of it, so it's nice and clean. You can see from the last time that I used it, I made sure to wipe it down because you don't want, the cake mix to get on there. First of all, it wouldn't be clean. And then second of all, when you did try to clean it, it would be very stuck on. So always clean it up after. Okay, I took my time on this one, so it does look a little bit better. But for the next one, we're going to try to do it even better. Now I have made cake pops before. I've done them for like 4 different events, so I'm already used to making them. But because I'm trying to pour it in, meanwhile it's already heat up, that can make it a little bit challenging. So I've done like 3 rounds of the little cake balls, but now I have to do the chocolate, so I have to melt that and I have to be very careful because the setting has to be correct. If not, it'll burn up the chocolate really quick. So my microwave has a chocolate setting, which I think is super convenient. So I put that setting and we got it melting right now. And it's just so funny to me because I realized that I have most of my drawers open in the background, but that's how it is when I'm usually cooking or baking. So yeah, it's gonna get really messy around here, but it's for a good purpose. Just almost done with the batter. This has made about 36, no, more like 38 cake pops, so it definitely yields a lot with just 1 box of the cake mix. I was hoping to use these colorful sprinkles. This is the Betty Crocker rainbow sprinkles, but as you can see, it's really low, so I'm gonna have to use these gold sprinkles. Now I've used these before, but they do kind of like stain, so not my favorite, but I'm gonna use this one right here. It says gold pearlized sugar, so these little pieces instead of the colorful ones. So ignore the mess, but right here I'm adding the sprinkles, trying to space it out. I don't want to add too much in one section, but because I'm shaking it, sometimes it comes out a lot on a specific part. But right there looks fine. Just a quick view, I have these cake pops right here. They're drying up the chocolate because I cannot close it up in the clear baggie when it's still wet. So it has the sprinkles already, the chocolate, and we're almost done. So this is the second batch of the cake mix. I had to do a second box. I have all those cake pops that you can see in the bag. So now we're going to continue the process. Try not to drop this, but I'm going to put them into their little bags. And these are the ones that I use. I bought this pack on Amazon. I think it came with 100, but they're clear little baggies. You can get some at Walmart, which I actually bought some today, but when I came home, I wanted to double check to see if I had more of this size because the ones from Walmart would be much longer and I would have to cut, every single one. But with these, they're the really good size. So squeeze the ends of the bag. Could be a little bit tricky. But I try to put it as close as I can and then I spin the cake pop. And it gives it a nice twist, and this is what they're going to look like. So I like that the sprinkles actually match with this little tie. Otherwise it would have been the colorful sprinkles with just the gold tie, which wouldn't look bad, but this would be my preference. So now I gotta repeat it for the rest of them. And I had to come back here to these little cake balls. I was using a fork, but I think that it's easier to just use a spoon to roll them off. You can also use a toothpick, but it can be really delicate since it's warm at this point. Like it's really hot, so you just have to be careful. And then I clean it out within each little round that I do. Now this part of my kitchen is a complete mess, but that's only because there's so many like different ingredients, different steps that I have to do. And I'm almost done with the second cake batter. Okay, well I tried out this method of just putting them into the bag, and now I'm going to seal them. Maybe that'll make it a little bit quicker. I should have about 50, and I think I started at 10:30. It's about to be 12:30 right now, so it's taking me 2 hours to make these. And I wasn't going to make cake pops. What I wanted to do was the pineapple cake. I was going to make small slices, but when I went to the Walmart, they didn't have any more of the pineapple cake mix. They just had the regular like yellow or chocolate cake, but I changed my mind. I had to go to a different store. Look, let me show you guys how cute they look once they're all jumbled together. They're definitely presentable. That way I don't have to worry about anybody putting their hands on it. It's already sealed up. And since it's going to be exposed, the packaging works out really good. Now let's put it into the clear bin that I have bought. I plan to dump them in here. I bought 2 of these, but who knows, maybe 1 is actually enough. Using the chocolate tray to go ahead and pour the sprinkles out. Ooh. Sorry guys, I got too distracted right there. Try to even it out. Okay. Quick check-in, you guys. My microphone ran out of battery, and while my shirt is very stained from constantly washing my hands and then the countertops, you know, going back and forth, but I'm gonna check how much more material I have. Well, not material, how much more supplies I have, like the cake mix, how much eggs and chocolate I have, to figure out how many more I can continue doing. And I'm gonna try to fill up the first bin so I can also get an idea as to how much I could fill up for the second bin. And I didn't start off with a specific quantity that I was going to do for sure. I said maybe 100, could be a little bit more, a little bit less, but that's why I have to figure out how much more supplies. What if you're saying supplies? Okay, let's just say supplies. How much more bake supplies I have left. And I did try to calculate everything when I went to the store, but it was like right on the spot, trying to do everything quickly. But yeah, hopefully everything turns out really good. So with one of these, it has about 65, and then I have the other ones over here. I still want to fill it up. In total, it's 74 cake pops. And I had used, let's see, 2 cake boxes. I threw 1 away, and I still have 2 left because I bought 4 in total. And I've used 3 chocolate trays. And while I'm all done, I ended up doing 110 different cake pops. It doesn't look like it's a lot, but it's because this is a deep bowl and they're all just squeezed in there. But I'm so happy I'm going to be able to share these with my church. Now I got to continue with youth ministry work. And of course, I also have to pick up my kitchen. I have a lot of dishes to wash, but this is all for a good purpose. And for the youth ministry aspect, I take a book bag, and this is where I put all the notes or worksheets that I'm going to be handing out to the students. I have my laptop charging so I can have it ready for later. This is the binder over here that we're going to be using, studying the story of Joseph. Super important to understand the word. We have notes for them. And then this is their homework sheet. And then I have other assignments that I'm going to pass out. So a lot of paperwork, a lot of things to do, but praise God. And it's almost 5 p.m. right now, so I already took a shower so my hair can start drying up, and I gotta get that fixed too. So it's been a super busy day, but of course, being able to serve the Lord and show love to others, even through the things that I'm able to accomplish, and it's all thanks to God. But I hope you guys have a great day, and God bless you.